Hello to everyone watching, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. My name's Tara and I'm here to help you make confident choices with your beauty buys. And today I've gone through my collection and I'm going to share my 3 favourite everyday Charlotte Tilbury items. Now they're not going to be big, wow, glitzy palettes. Actually I've gone for some really quite simple things that you might not have thought of using, but they are items that I use every single day, and I'd love to know if there's any Charlotte Tilbury in your makeup collection. Which do you use? Which do you love the most? Which could you not be without? Or is there anything you've got your eye on from her collection that you haven't got yet but that you're thinking of getting? So let me know in the comments below. So I will kick off. Now, I do apologise because this is old because I use it every day. The name's been rubbed off, but this is her I Cheat pencil. So this is something I never used until I went to Charlotte Tilbury. It's a kind of flesh coloured liner that you put in your eye line, in your sort of waterline, and it just gives the eyes a bit of a lift and a bit of a brighten. Now you'll know as you get to watch these videos that I do not do under eyeline or under shadow. I used to when I was younger, but there's something about my eyes or my face that I need to keep everything in an upward motion. So anything that's sort of under is bringing my look down and I need upwards. So I tend to do a lot of drama, a lot of a dark eye on the top lid, but underneath I need to sort of keep it light and lifted, which is why I use my 3rd product here every day as well. It's another eye product. It's just what happens when you get older, guys. So yeah, I'm learning all these little things that you need to use, but this is number 1, and there are others on the market, but this one I found lasts the longest and the colour's just really good. You get some that are a little too yellowy or a little too pinky, but this is just perfectly neutral, so that is a must-have every day. And yes, I need to order a new one pretty soon. Now obviously Charlotte's famous for being the queen of glow, and I do have eye palettes. I have used her foundation, various products of Charlotte Tilbury. I do have quite a few of her lipsticks, the paler ones, which I love. But for this I have gone for, now I've gone for a highlighter, but it's in a palette. So the palette itself isn't my must-have, but it's the highlighter. This is the Gorgeous Glowing Beauty palette. She's also got a Stoned Rose one out at the moment, but it's actually this highlighter, which is very similar to the Film Star Bronze and Glow highlighter, if you're familiar with that. It's just a sort of gorgeous champagne-y highlighter. I have so many highlighters. I have Tom Ford, I have Hourglass, I have By Terry. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, and I always come back to Charlotte's her sort of champagne-y highlighter. And I don't know if this one is exactly the same as the one in her Film Star Bronze and Glow. I haven't been buying that Film Star Bronze and Glow palette because the bronze is a little too dark for me, but I was delighted when I bought this palette, and I will do a review of this entire palette very soon. But when I found that this was pretty much very, very similar, I was so delighted because it just kind of just gives the perfect highlight for me. I just absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury's that champagne highlighter. Cannot be beaten, so it's an everyday for me. She brought out this Magic Star highlighter, which has got very worn on the front, but I did actually purchase this one when it came out. Don't know if anyone remembers, the cover was lovely, but it's all sort of worn away, which is a much more goldy highlighter, and I have not dipped into that at all. So for me, it's that sort of champagne highlighter that you get in here, or the Film Star Bronze and Glow is a must-have from Charlotte for me. I will continue to get it if it comes in a palette or on its own, or I would buy the Film Star Bronze and Glow. Shame that I wouldn't be using the bronzer, but is it worth it for the highlighter? Yes, I love her highlighter. So that's my 2nd. My 3rd is back to the eyes, and it's this little pot of magic. This is her magic cream. It's a really thin little pot, and it's got a really nice little mirror, and it's magic cream. Now I have had this for about 8 months and it just doesn't seem to, I mean, it's just lasting and lasting and lasting. It's a very sort of creamy, emulsifying kind of consistency. But this I use under my eyes, just sort of really, really close to the lash line. I just sort of tap it in. If anyone can recommend good brushes as well, please let me know, because I'm quite a finger person and I just have cheap brushes. But if there's anything that would work well for me to do this a little bit more professionally, I would love to know from you as well. And then a little bit just sort of right under the lash line. It's just as you get older, the shadows come and, you know, everything sort of sags a little, and you need as much lifting. What I find, I need as much lifting as I can get. So this, and I've used, again, many products that claim to do the same, but this one just gives me that lift. And paired with this is just, it's an everyday for me. I keep it in my bag. It actually has another really good use if I've done my eyeshadow a little bit over the top and it's got sort of messy between where I want it to end and I want this sort of space with the eyebrow, then this is really good for just sort of going over any mistakes and just sort of covering them up. So I just love this. So it's not, I told you at the beginning of this video, these aren't sort of the really fancy, the big glam palettes or anything, but they're just, I mean, these two particularly for me, with that sort of older eye and the shadows that you get and everything starting to droop a little, these are just kind of like scaffolding for your eye, and I just absolutely love them. And then her highlighter, that champagne-y highlighter, as I say, this is in the Gorgeous Glowing Beauty palette. And you probably can't see, but of the whole palette, I've used way more of this than anything else in there. But it is a lovely palette, and I will be reviewing that at some point as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd share those three little Charlotte Tilbury beauties that I could not live without, and I'd love to know what yours are. And I'll be back with more reviews. I'm going to do some new stuff as well, but for now, have a great day, put your comments below, and thank you so much for watching.